At Seven Sisters, the British Transport Police are waiting for Tottenham fans to return from their clash with rivals Arsenal. The game has been drawn, but the result means Arsenal have won the Premiership. Passions are running high. Although the game is finished, for some fans, the match is not over.
There's still 1,000 Spurs supporters hanging around the stadium. Yeah, and they've been cordoned off and segregated by the police to keep them apart, so we've still got quite a lot of people to come back from the station.
Right.
And there's been a little bit of sporadic disorder around the ground and the surrounding streets, just people running around really. So we don't know where those people are going, whether they're going to go to Tottenham Hale Station or whether they're going to come down to Seven Sisters. So until the stadium and the surrounding streets are completely clear of fans, we need to keep the presence at the station just in case they turn up here.
Even with the news that thousands of Arsenal supporters have just been escorted to nearby Tottenham Hale Station, the Seven Sisters team still can't relax.
They've got 2,000 Arsenal fans that have just got on to Tottenham Hale, and obviously the train's going to come past here. We've got a lot of Spurs fans on the platforms down here, so if the train stops, it's a potential flashpoint for disorder. So we're going to go down on the platforms. It's not actually meant to be stopping, the train's meant to be non-stopping. So we're just going to make sure that that happens.
Police regularly use the underground system to keep rival fans segregated.
Move along the platform, please.
Dedicated trains are used as movable crowd control barriers.
The next train through this platform will be non-stop.
This train's a non-stop, it's the one with all of the Arsenal on it.
The platform is packed with Tottenham fans as the train full of Arsenal fans pulls in.
The sergeant there caught somebody kicking the train, what the Arsenal supporters were on. I mean, you saw them as they were on the platforms, banging the door, trying to provoke them. I think if the doors had opened, we might have had a serious public order situation all around.
The crowds have dispersed, but the police are in no hurry to leave.
Wait, there's another one in a minute.
What are you doing?
I'm taking you away from the train, mate. It's an offence to stick your foot in the door, all right?
Is it really?
Yes, it is. Well, you'll get on the next one, won't you? There's plenty more trains, mate. Get on the next one. Get on the next one.
For most Londoners, Saturday nights are a time to relax and let their hair down. But for underground staff, it can be a very different story. A third of all staff assaults happen on Friday and Saturday evenings. It's now been a month since Jackie Blanchard began work at the Underground's busiest station, King's Cross. It's been a real eye-opener.
4 weeks into it, and it's a lot harder than you think. It's a lot harder than you think. To be honest, I was shocked at how rude people are. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I think it's incredible. I mean, whoever said the British people don't complain must have been a hermit in a cage, because he just obviously doesn't get out here, because they do nothing but moan and whinge.
We're going to Hammersmith on the westbound anyway.
They come every minute, these trains. Every 3 minutes these trains come.
What's going on in the world?
Hang on, mate, I'll help you. There you go. Really nice people turn into, you know, just mad men or women. They're just mad. Foaming. Aggression.
Station supervisor Paul Harper has been keeping an eye on Jackie's progress.
The ones that come here do get a culture shock, I think. Well, it can be quite pleasant, it can be a nightmare. I don't think she's had any major problems yet. Have you, Jackie? Yeah, no major problems yet, have you? No, I mean, since you've been here.
No major problems. Nothing major.
Pardon?
I've got got called that a couple of times, and a cow actually. That's why you have to be tough-skinned, I suppose. I don't mind that anyway. But 4 hours of it, and you begin to think that there's no kindness in the world again. There's no kindness.
At Edgware Road, duty manager Andy Hogg is in charge of trains and drivers on the Circle Line.
Edgware Road.
There's been an attempted suicide, or one under, at Victoria. The driver has taken the train out of service and is on his way back to base.
Can you bring him into platform 3 and hold him? I don't know if he's going to be in a fit state to carry on. At the moment, we've got no spares. He's desperately trying to put one away early and get a driver back. Because that's going to completely shaft us for the night, if he wants to leave the train here. Some drivers it affects quite severely. Some drivers, it's nothing, it's part of the job. He's running the train empty, which gives you a fair indication that he's shaken up. We may have to get him a cab and send him home. His mental health is my first priority.
For this driver, it's not the first time it's happened.
It never rains, but it pours.
Look.
How you feeling? Very shaky, yeah?
No. Just brought it all back from the previous one under.
From the wonder. Okay. Right, what I'll do is I'll run down with you down to Hammer. Off we go.
It was 2/3 of the way round, and I was slowing the train down anyway because I never come in there fast. And he just looked at me and he just got down. And
So you actually saw him climb down? He wasn't already on the track when you actually came into the platform?
No. It was about from here to there when I saw him, and he just looked at me and he just got down on the track and kneeled down in front of me. Of course, straight away into emergency, and I literally stopped about 10 to 15 foot from him. I thought I was going over him, but this one's got one of the better ones has got good brakes on it. I called it straight into the controller, called out a mayday, got the traction current discharged, and just as the controller confirmed to me, the young kid put both his hands on the positive and negative rail like that. He must have been, I reckon, 12 to 16. He was only young. He got down on the track, and when he didn't fry, he started crying.
Amazing, now just take deep breaths, calm down, try and relax. Let's get the train away and we'll get back to Edgware Road and we can just sit down and have a cuppa and have a chat about it, okay? I've been a driver myself and I've been in the situation that Alan's in. It's a bit of a shock. I mean, I've had 3 platform strikes where I've actually hit people actually on the platform itself. I think the shock comes because it's instantaneous. There's no prior warning, it just happens and you've got to deal with it straight away, especially if someone jumps in front of you. Luckily, Alan was on the ball today and he managed to apply all the brakes and stop the train. But we had situations where people jump in front and there's nothing the driver can do and you feel completely impotent to do anything about it. The only thing you do is hit the brakes and just look away.
Glad that's over.
But there's no let-up for Jackie.
There's a fight going on platform number 1.
It's a fight? Platform 1? Platform 1? I don't mind drunk people, but the younger ones are more aggressive, and I don't like that. I don't like the aggression that comes out in them, and they're unpredictable then.
Well, funny, we've just been assaulted on the train.
Okay. Do you want a first aider?
Yeah, can we? He's just assaulted us on the
First aider,
train.
mate.
What?
Do you want a first aider, sir? I actually felt sorry for the girls. They were very shaken. People get very aggressive if they've had too much to drink. You only have to look at them the wrong way, and that's what happens. Any train, mate? Be good, take care. Do you want some help?
I just didn't feel confident about keeping the train in service, especially after what's happened. It's, the shock as well, and the majority of the passengers were all right. But as I say, there was a couple that come up to me and said, well, why are you taking the train out of service? I tried explaining to them, why me?
Some train operators never drive again after a one under. Andy is keen to get driver Alan Jacks back in the cab.
My main concern now is basically just Alan's welfare, to calm him down, initially get all the information out of him so that we can write the full report. You sit down and do that for us. Get any more details off of you. He won't carry on the rest of his duty. I mean, I wouldn't let him carry on the rest of his duty because I think he's too shaken up. I've seen people never drive a train again. Other people wouldn't even have detrained their passengers, would just carry on. It all depends on the individual person.
After having your first one under, which was 5 years ago, even now, when I come into platforms and you see someone right on the edge, you're thinking, is he or isn't he? You know what I mean?
Yep, sign your life away.
Yeah, they had to drag him off the track. He didn't come off of his own accord. They had to drag him off the track. And that's when he started shouting and hollering and waving his arms and everything, so...
Yeah. OK. The district line controller and the Dom are incredibly impressed with what you did. And from what you told me and from what they've told me, it was only because you got the Mayday out quick that when he actually did touch the juice rail, you'd actually got the traction current discharge. If he'd delayed, he could well be dead. Mm-hmm. So on their request, I'm going to be writing you up for commendation, OK, for your actions and your swift actions, OK? Because it was only your swift actions that these guys are still with us. Okay. One thing to remember, I don't think this is something that's going to eat at you and grate away at you, because I don't think you're that sort of person. Knowing you personally, I don't think you're that sort of person. But if it does, don't suffer in silence. There are people here to help you, and we want to help you because we want to, we want to get you back driving trains.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. To get your cab and get you home.
Okay.
We've got now Alan, who's suffering post-traumatic stress. He could be off for a couple of weeks, we never know. I've now been tied up for 2 or 3 hours, and I've got to write the report on it and the paperwork. We had a train that had to go empty from Victoria right the way round to Hammersmith without passengers, which cost money. So that adds up to, well, you did the maths, several £1,000s worth of cost. All because this guy jumped down in front of a train and wanted to kill himself.
At King's Cross, the last trains of the night are about to depart.
I was really expecting it to be bad. It's been okay. I mean, there has been some ugly moments, but they didn't involve me, so so I think I've got off lightly. That's how I feel. I've actually got off lightly. I was so excited that I got this job at London. I was so excited, and now it's like reality check time. I don't want it to get me down. That is one of the things that worries me, is that I'm just going to end up some sort of old cynic, you know. I don't want to end up like that. I want to overcome it. I want to overcome it.
After a tough start, Jackie has settled in and is now looking forward to a long career on the tube.
Little update there, madam, on how...
Next time, customers reach breaking point at Brixton.
Basically, it feels like this station will never, ever, ever be finished.
And a surprise visitor at Canary Wharf.
Hey, Mr. Mayor. Nice and very welcome to Canary Wharf Station. I think I need a cigarette now.
Yeah.
Tonight at 8 over on Sky Raw Lives, with new terminal rules in place, the temperature's rising in airline.